Joey Janela's Spring Break 10. This was the biggest selling independent show of the weekend, certainly of the collective. It was... I love Spring Break. I look forward to it. I enjoy watching them back. I would say every single one we've been to has been too long. This was made harder, I suppose, in the way that there were a lot of chalk or cheese matches as well, you know, as to whether you'd like them. It was made harder for me by the fact that, you know, we were standing. And so I do think the best match was the opening match, which was a grab the brass ring match. It was all ladders and chairs and fun, and everyone brought their A game. I thought it was, you know, that was it.
I can't remember who actually went through. It might have been Vengador. I think it was Vengador. Vengador went through the top rope, and the top rope just fucking fell to pieces.
Yeah.
Really dangerous. And the rest of the match, the first match, which was a grab the brass ring ladder match, one called Manders, Vengador, V-Press, Brer Bronson, Teriyaki, Shotzi Blackheart, Sidney Akeem, Gringo Loco, Man Like Dries, Charles Mason, and Masato Tanaka all in a ring. But unfortunately, the ring exploded with the top rope just disappearing, which really, you could tell it was just like, oh, this is going to mess everything up, because the thing about having a ring with lots of people in it, you need a bit more verticality, don't you, I suppose. So people were doing all the moves that they were going to do off the second rope. Gringo Loco seemed to just take control of the situation, which I thought was really good. It was, when stuff like that happens, it's dangerous, and you hope that Vengador was okay because he took a tumble. And the top rope did feel bouncy, notably more bouncy, loosey-goosey, and it went absolutely flying. It was really dangerous stuff, and I'm glad I presume he's okay. But it was really interesting to see everybody just rolling with that.
It's more exciting.
It is more exciting, more dangerous. Because people are doing top rope things from the second rope.
Tearing
like, fucking
up the
hell.
script is good.
Yeah.
There was a bit where Shotzi Blackheart was up a ladder with Vi-Press, and Vi-Press is in a relationship with a woman, but there was a bit where she kissed Shotzi Blackheart on the top and took her top off, leaving her in a bra top. Yeah. The reaction to the kiss was the biggest reaction, really, of the night.
Right.
And I was slightly like, calm the fuck on. You know?
You're in Vegas, mate. Go and see a topless review if you want to get excited about that kind of K-pop.
That is it.
Go and see that sexy Star Wars show.
Absolutely. Or there's some kind of like emo dance troupe here, aren't they?
What?
As soon as that was over, you were into a tag team match between the Rascals and Marcus Mathers and Alec Price and Jordan Oliver. That went over called to an hour, 16 minutes. And I felt like the audience were already a little bit like, oh, we really like the car crash stuff. And now we're watching something that's very fast and very good, but... You know, it is more trad. It was followed up by Atticus Kogar defending the GCW championship against Hayabusa. Really good promo videos for that. I really enjoyed those. And when GCW does do a bit of video work for its matches, it's always good. Yeah. Everyone should be taking a leaf out of their book for that. Good, yeah. You had Jack Perry from AEW, the AEW national champion, teaming up with his original Jurassic Express tag team partner, Marco Stunt. He was very small. He's a
tiny little fella. Lovely. Enjoy his work.
KJ also and Sam Stackhouse. I like those two a lot. Sam Stackhouse came out dressed as one-man gang.
Yes.
KJ also in a Ric Flair robe that he'd had. Yeah. And he's very good, KJ also. Very good. Natural heel heat that reminds me of Rick Martel that I find very, very exciting. And he's also an incredible performer. That match was good. And again, it benefited from Jack Perry that he had a proper intro where he came in his Jurassic Express bus and walked through the crowd. And it really doesn't matter how much you like independent wrestling. When a real one comes along, it is like, the crowd do go excited about it. Then we had what really should have been the main event. It was the Invisible Man taking on the Sandman in his retirement match. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's not even for people who quite like a lot of Invisible Man matches. It was absolutely lunatic and it was fun. And I don't think anyone's going to be upset that that's the way Sandman went out. Surely.
No, and everyone was to believe he's not gone out like that anyway. But you would say that he was surprisingly good. I did not see him. I did not see Mick Foley, who obviously ran in to defend Sandman. I did not see him being quite as good at that age. He was really quick. And throw himself on the ground.
Foley's
I was like...
aggressive punches were amazing. But Sandman's actual ability to kind of go, I am wrestling this invisible person was really good. Really good. His entrance, as ever, has always been the greatest thing about Sandman. And when he does it, for the last 3 years, he makes a fucking beeline for me. I think every time. He's got to leave me alone. It had a lot of bits which would have been largely confusing to people who, if you like, were there to see Sandman's final match, but didn't know the deep lore of, for example, the ECW zombies turning up, reflecting the fact that he had a match against a zombie as the first match on the WWE revamped version of ECW, which got a lot of criticism. Then out came Early Morning Guy Steele as well, largely to incomprehension. Very much a indie show mainstay from about 5 years ago.
Nice.
I am going to have to Google why he had a connection with the Sandman at all. I don't know what that is. But Missy Hyatt coming out, you know, obviously she was his I'm about to say consort.
Wow, that went
She
big.
was his manager in ECW and rolling around with the adult actress. What was her name?
It was a Kendra, wasn't it? It's one of the Kendras.
Kendra Lust.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Blaze? Is that feels like more wrestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, look, you know I'm a dirty boy, but that one passed me by, I must admit.
I don't know. From the distance I was at and from the name, I think she's probably from the 2000s.
Feels like the real player, WMV encoded, the Napster generation of pornography.
Yes, exactly. Should have been Sydney Sweeney dressed as a baby. For the kids.
Got him for the kids.
For the kids.
For the kids.
That was followed by the loser leaves GCW match between Effy and Allie Katch.
Yeah.
I saw this described online as an incredible showing by two of the worst of all time to ever do it. It was not good. 26 minutes they had. I mean, I
not the day to slate Effy, because he did like one of our WrestleMania Twitter posts.
He did. And I mean,
I like Effy. Allie Katch, I didn't need 26 minutes of Allie Katch.
No, it was.
It's one of the things. Like, I think over the years, Effy, love him.
Yeah.
Allie Katch, I like the tag team. I like their relationship. But I think even just the positioning of the match, if it was maybe a little bit earlier, there might have been a bit more oxygen in the room. But after Sandman, just people were a bit spent.
That's
getting late. It was dragging on a bit.
And I tell you what, with a show that length, there was absolutely no reason not to have that as the main event of Big Gay Brunch. That would have been the crowd who should have had it. And that seems a shame. I think Allie Katch is actually on Big Gay Brunch.
Right.
I think
Is that not a GCW product?
I think they're going to say, well, it was previously booked. I mean, absolutely.
No, it works, is it?
Absolutely.
Loser leaves town, caveat, with a little star on the side.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, it's probably good that the two of them are no longer linked. I think, Effy needs to sort of push on in a different direction. Yeah. Allie Katch should probably be doing the same. There was a Megan Bain with surprise mystery partner Nick Gage taking on Mance Warner and Steph DeLander. Again, nearly quarter of an hour. It was fine, but by this point, you are a little bit like, oh boy, A lot of people again left after Sandman.
Right, yeah,
match.
okay.
They'd come to see that match, and then afterwards they had not really as much interest.
Well,
again,
they missed out on Nick Gage, which is always a mistake, isn't it? Really, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, just something else to eat. Nice. Okay.
The main event of this, which was Joey Janela versus Brodie Lee Jr. I mean, you can't say enough about Joey Janela, about how well he works, how safe he is. That you can have a 14-year-old boy have his debut match, and Joey Janela can carry him to a really enthralling match that is 30 minutes long. We didn't need it to be 30 minutes long. I mean, but it was a masterclass. Brodie Lee Jr. showed, lots of potential and everything. Yeah. There is a little part of me that is, I understand, the overarching storyline effectively, which is not a storyline. It's the poor young lad's life who lost his father at a young age and who felt he wanted to go into the wrestling business. There is something about, everyone was very supportive of him. Yeah. And I just worry about the sustainability of that. And that's the thing. I did find it a little bit, I was a little bit uncomfortable with it. Yeah. You're setting someone up here to be very, very noticeable at a young part of their life. Yeah. And I was just a little bit like, I think that comes with some concerns and drawbacks. The one thing it stops me doing as a wrestling fan is going, come on, Janela, kill him, And there was someone who was shouting at the back when he was doing his forearms. They were saying, you make your mother proud, Brodie. And it's just like, oh.
Fuck off. Do people have no reserve? He's a child.
And you're slightly sort of like leaning into what's real in a fake sport. And I know that magic part of it is there, but it is still a boy who lost his father and with wrestling fans being, that's our story now too. There's a part of me that I don't feel uncomfortable with it. I just sort of go, I don't know if this is quite for me. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. And even, I don't even know what I mean by that. There's just something about it that I just go, gosh.
Yeah, completely agree.
But good match, hey, kick and bump. And Janela, I have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
And his ability to work so safely and so impressively with a 14-year-old boy. There aren't very many people in the industry who could have done such a good job, made it seem so real and exciting, and, and credit to him for that. So the last show that we went to yesterday, this was a New Japan affiliated death match invitational, supposedly set up by El Desperado. This was brilliant. This felt like the first times we went to see indie shows, and there was just an excitement in the air that somehow this was going to become the biggest thing on earth.
Yeah.
I missed the first 2 matches. One of those matches was Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Fuminori Abe. I mean, that is a match I would very much like to have seen. But I believe at that point I was probably just drinking Minute Maid drink. That we bought at Walmart.
So Mark bought a lot of Walmart Minute Maid drinks because they had wrestlers on the front.
Very small pictures of them.
Very small pictures of wrestlers. And he's got a lot of juice to drink. So he's probably going to have medical problems. He's done one.
Yeah, I've done one.
Seen off a bit of Minute Maid.
What I found out about the packaging is it doesn't fold. So if you were, for example, wanting to take it across the Atlantic, you would simply have to leave it in one big piece.
Big lump.
But this show, I mean, it was fantastic. It was such a good build. The match that I saw, the first one as it came in, basically timed with the entrances. Kushida and Yamato taking on M by M Collection, who are Mansoor and Mason Madden, a brilliant act. Let go from WWE. They really found their feet on the indies with a sort of supermodels gimmick that they do. And Buster and the Brain, who are Alec Price, who was returning after falling down those steps, and Jordan Oliver. Great, exciting tag match, and I was like, that's maybe the match of the week for me at this point.
Right.
The next match was El Fantasmo and Micah defeating Dragon Kid and Starlight Kid. That was unbelievable. And then I was like, no, I think that's the match of the weekend so far. Then they had Joey Janela and Gringo Loco taking on Guido and Daisuke Sasaki in a hardcore match. And I was like, that is everything I want from a hardcore match. That wasn't match of the week for me. But then they had the huge 3-way death match. It was the Hate Club of the Bulldozer, Matt Tremont, and Nick Gage taking on El Desperado and Jun Kasai, Crazy Monkey, and Masahi Takeda and Arina Yamashita. This, Pete, was everything that you want from a big GCW deathy show.
Yeah.
They took the ring down really quickly. They got all the light tubes around it. Some of them came out with scissors. There was the skewers in the head.
Yeah.
There was loads of glass flying everywhere, being caught by wrestlers at the side who were there to just try and stop it going into the crowd.
Yeah, there's Mark was picking up glass.
I was.
a little bit of glass, a little bit of light tube on the floor.
I'd stood through all of that show, and by that point, I was a little bit like, I can't bend as quickly as I want. But that is going straight in the little pot. But it was everything that you wanted from that sort of death match.
Yeah.
And good performances by everyone in it, going above and beyond. And a brilliant hot crowd.
Oh, but people were buzzing on the way out because wow.
It was brilliant. The place does reek of marijuana, and that is something that is...
lit something up, did you? Your friend gave you.
You know, it's just one of those things where you're a bit like, it just stinks a bit. It's like vapes. It's fine when you're doing it on your own, but if you go into somewhere and everyone's vaping, it's just like, it's too fucking much. It was, a great show. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but certainly see something like that live is something that every wrestling fan should do. That was great fun.